This is Bubble Buddies.
Fucking Bubbles!
Fucking Bubble Buddies. Well, didn't quite go that route, but...
I think we can all agree, best first date ever.
Right? Stuck in a bubble together.
I think if I were that girl, if I were Connie, I'd be grateful that I got rescued by Steven, but at the same time I'd be like, yeah, we're good. I think this was enough. Because we nearly got trapped at the bottom of the ocean in a giant bubble.
What I like is that they made it seem she was a little socially awkward, too. She said she had no friends. She would just sort of sit alone on the beach reading, which is like, I mean, you don't see that many little kids doing, on their own. It kind of looked like a bookworm and everything.
There's going to be some girl on an iPad watching this on the beach, literally throwing it down and going, fuck this guy!
Well, no, it's the fact that she said she had no friends, and that was why.
Speaking of fucking bubbles, I like how the dude at the donut shop is making fun of Steven. I'm like, dude, the kid created an impenetrable bubble out of his stomach. You fucking do that, asshole.
What is this kid's deal against Steven? It's such a weird... It's like the bully from Garbage Pail Kids. Such a weird thing to obsess over.
Steven's like...
If they were the same age, maybe, but I mean, the kid looks like he's almost a teen, and it's like... Oh, I guess he's got to be in order to work there. It's just like, wait a minute, why?
Steven could blow up the fucking Death Star, and this could be like, ooh, blowing up the Death Star, you're so cool.
You still don't have power converters. But, yeah, it's,
Now bullseye some more Womp Rats in your T60.
But it's a good introduction to a character I think is pretty obvious we're going to see more of.
Isn't she in the opening credits?
She's in the opening credits. We were looking at the voice because I swear to God it sounded like the woman who does... either Katara or like the woman who does Connie from King of the Hill.
Her voice sounded so familiar,
and it's like it's a real little girl. I mean, she's
we looked up her filmography.
Maybe teenager now. I don't know.
Yeah, we looked up her filmography, and I'm like, it was all like sequels we didn't recognize, and like the English version of Nazca: The Valley of the Wind. She was child
or little girl.
Yeah, something called U.S. Air Marshal. She literally was little girl.
Yeah. But it drove us nuts because we're listening. It's like that's got to be a voice we've heard before. Nope, apparently not. I mean, it sounded like an adult doing a kid's voice.
She sounded so familiar. I thought for sure she was off of Avatar, Korra, or something. But
they get stuck in this bubble, and the situation gets worse and worse, and they get to the bottom of the sea. Of course,
I like how worse it gets too. Yeah, like when they finally sink into that trench,
I was just like, I'm getting claustrophobic watching this.
I literally was just like, I'm starting to freak out here. Like,
yeah, me too.
They're gonna die. I'm like, Tori's just like, isn't it great that this bubble's airtight? And I'm thinking, no, because you're just breathing carbon dioxide by now, kid.
The only thing, this is a real nitpick, the only thing that bothered me, and I know it's like, whatever, cartoon, they do stuff like this in Adventure Time too, but they're going deeper and deeper in here, and then when the bubble bursts, at a great time when they're finally getting along, they just pop.
400 feet below sea level,
yeah,
they make it
just
back
swim up.
No
I'm
problem.
like, no, you could have had either the worms trying to get them and they ride it and it goes up, or maybe
I would think
one of the other women comes and gets them.
I would think the pressure of that bubble exploding would have killed them instantly or something too.
I mean, I know.
To just lose that air pressure, then all of a sudden the water closes in around you in one big...
It's a real nitpick, but it's one of those things where it's like, because it was getting deeper and deeper, like, I'm kind of with you. I was feeling a little bit of the anxiety of like, man, it is getting worse and worse. How are they going to get out? It's like, oh, they just swim up. It's like,
I was freaking out a little. I can't tell if this is the adult me or the kid me freaking out either.
I know what you're saying,
with the child version of me watching this, let's say in the 80s, like been like, oh, haha, fun, they're on the bottom of the ocean. Or would I have been like this little 7-year-old going, oh, fuck, they're at the bottom of the ocean? Well, I probably wouldn't have said fuck. Well, oh my God, they're at the bottom of the ocean. This is so scary. Or is that the adult me who now knows science and is just like, oh my God, they're gonna die.
I'm sort of wondering that too. Maybe both. Who knows? It's awesomely scary. But yeah, stuck in this bubble, gets out, defeats another worm thing. And I was noticing, I kind of noticed it before, but now I'm really paying attention. Every single time they defeat a monster, Garrett always takes some sort of jewel away from him. It's like she puts it away or something. I like how they disappear in a puff of smoke, kind of like a video game character. Reminds me a lot of Zelda 2.
Well, it takes away from the fact that Steven has really gone about killing all of God's creatures. I just always feel bad. So I'm like,
I kinda do
I'm like,
too,
that
you
fucking
know?
worm was just wanting to eat. He got fooled by the ring, and next thing you know, like, dies under the pier. And I'm like, fuck's your problem, dude? This is like a magical creature serial killer going on here.
I like when he has the bracelet. It's like, he's chasing the bracelet. Give me the bracelet. It's like, Ian Freeze, get the kids, throw the flare. Yeah, because that's going to my head too. I really liked because so many of these romances, especially in kid shows, are really forced. And this one is kind of intentionally forced because they're literally thrown in a bubble together. But I really like, you don't know what that thing is.
What a lot of
thing.
It's what a lot of kids that age think a play date's gonna be anyway.
We're gonna be in a giant bubble. We're gonna fight monsters, and but
because our parents think we're cute together.
But whatchamacallit, but the bracelet, you don't know what it is, and then when he breaks down, it says you lost this on that day, and he was on the float and stuff. It's really fucking cute. It's like, I actually legitimately
I love how
felt
she
like,
went. I love how her final thoughts are just like, I'm gonna die without having any friends. I'm like, wow, show got morose.
yeah.
No, it was fucking adorable.
Yeah, no, and it
adorable.
legitimately worked. It didn't feel forced. It felt like, well, it's something you would actually kind of see. I mean, because it's not like, it's not something that has like stones on it or is especially nice. It's just something you get for like $1 or something and you wear. But he's like, oh, she lost it. He hold on to that or whatever. And it's like borderline creepy, but not quite, because he's a little boy, and so it's okay. But the fact he held on to it is like really,
creepy
really
little
sweet.
boy who works at the car wash.
So yeah, and again we find another power that the gem can do, and yeah, like I said, with every sort of new discovery we have, you kind of feel like it's building up to something, and it's one of the few times where even it's not like Lost, where it's like, I better know what the fucking answers are, this better be building up to something good. Even if not, or it's more like Gravity Falls, even if it doesn't build up to something incredible, even though Gravity Falls has been coming through with a lot of it,
Gravity Falls,
you're still enjoying it so much.
Gravity Falls is a little different. I watched Gravity Falls for the comedy. This one I just watched for, and there is atmosphere in Gravity Falls, don't get me wrong, but this one I watched more for the atmosphere. There's just, it's not always haha funny, it's just, there's something hypnotic about it.
It's kind of relaxing.
Yeah, it just kind of like lures you into this kind of like hypnosis. Like, I was just watching this past episode, I'm like, did anything really happen? I'm not sure, but I kind of just like zoned out there and it felt good.
Yeah, there's something like, I don't know, it's kind of the same feeling I got when I was a kid watching a show, and I'd be kind of like in a half awake, half asleep phase, but I would just like watching a show, just something kind of fun and bright and colorful, and there's...
So this is the fever dream of a...
No, fever dreams are terrifying as hell.
This is the NyQuil of kids shows?
No, because, again, that can kind of put you on edge and stuff. This is just very relaxing, very soothing, even though... But enough is going on that it's not boring and it's not going to keep your attention.
This is the nice ice-cold beer at the end of the day of kids' cartoon shows?
Yeah. Yes, it is. This is
it's
the
Miller time.
This is the bowl of Lucky Charms in the morning.
There you go. That would wake you
up.
But it certainly is colorful enough and pastel enough to be the bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And so sweet.
What else? Oh, we paid attention to the credits this time, and it was a woman who created it. So
yeah,
I guess our thoughts last episode made sense.
Yeah.
And apparently she's involved in Adventure Time, which also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, obviously makes a lot of sense.
I don't know what she did, but I recognize the name. So
there's something about, and it's not in any way like a.
Again, we're not really researching this, so don't flip out if we don't get everything right.
But there is something that I always thought was kind of fun imagining, because I always imagine it the other way too. A woman writing like a little boy growing up or something like that. Like how differently are the genders in writing too? Because obviously men write for women and vice versa. But there's always something fun imagining like a woman writing for a boy, because it's like, how do they go about it? Is it a lot easier or is it a lot tougher? I would almost imagine
this
it's
is
easier.
the creator. I don't know if she's writing every episode. I haven't paid attention to the credits.
That's true, but obviously created the show and must have a hand in what the grand story is going to be. Again, much like Adventure Time.
He seems like I mean, within the tone of the show, I don't notice a huge lot of difference. He's very nerdy, That's for sure. Like, he kind of looks like a classic nerd character, but I can't get that much of a beat on it yet.
I don't know. He seems like a good little boy. He's a good kid. You know, he's just a good kid.
He's surrounded by women. Maybe that was the contribution. Is definitely dad is kind of. He's in the picture, but kind of like they take center stage.
I mean,
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, like, you know, kind of thankfully so, because it was only him and the dad. That get boring pretty quick. But yeah, but it does make you question how the setup works.
He was trying to remember the names. He's like, is it Amethyst? Rhymes with Oedipus. Oedipus.
Yeah, because I can remember Garrett, I can remember Pearl.
It's amethyst. It's a stone. It's a purple stone.
Even when I see it spelled out, I'm like, you're too complicated. Yeah, no, good episode, good, you know, really sweet, really nice, and
I don't know how much there is to say about this one.
Yeah, no, we got a new character. Seems, you know, they're really nice too. Looking forward to find out more about her. I like it when they do a different, you know, it's obviously nothing wrong with white people, but there's plenty of us around in American shows. I like it when they do a different ethnicity. I mean, I think she's Indian, I think is what she is. I'm not sure. Has kind of an Indian vibe. But, I mean, clearly not just a white kid, which I always like. I like mixing it up a little bit. And, yeah, I'm curious to see what we discover with that character. And, I mean, it seemed like a good start. I like to see something bloom there. Nice.
What do you got against white people now?
You know, one of these days, they're going to get their day in the sun. They're going to get the attention they deserve. And I'm going to be there when it happens. I'm going to be like, live on the good fight, man.
Man, now I wish I had a Confederate flag. Just unfurl like, way down south in Dixie. You know, never be ashamed of who you are. Be ashamed of who you aren't.
Thanks, Matthew McConaughey. Sure, that'll be his next acceptance speech if he ever has another one. now everyone, whenever they're looking at voting for it, it's like, I remember those Lincoln commercials. I don't think so. You had your day in the sun.
He should do a car ad for the General Lee. Then we could get the Confederate flag in there and Matthew McConaughey and
Well, where are we going with this?
I don't know. You started it by bringing up white people.
Sorry. White people fuck up everything.
Apologies. The scourge of the planet.
Yeah, we suck. Oh, well.
You know what? I got nothing. I'm really fucking white.
No, let's just end it.